And to those who are celebrating, Merry Christmas! Yay! Some are still celebrating that new moon in Capricorn. Some are still celebrating Yule and the solstice. And I know that tomorrow, I think we got Kwanzaa coming up. I know that there were still days of Hanukkah going on. So lots of celebrations. I hope everybody is having a marvelous Sunday. Our chat might be a little bit different today just because, you know, it is a kind of a special day for many people around the world. So, all right, let's see. We got Butterfly in. She's hello, hello. How are you? How are you? It's obviously a much warmer day than it was our first Sunday chat up here on the property. So probably going to be about 50 degrees today. It's nice to feel the warmth of the sun. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice. Anywho, whenever people watch this, or if you guys are just popping in and out, like I said, I hope that you're having a great holiday. For those people that are celebrating today, that you're having fun with your families, or maybe you're hanging out with your kitten family or your animal family, doggy family. I do have a lot of stuff cooked up for us. Like I said, a little bit different, but I make it a little bit more holiday themed. Since we had all this like Yule and Christmas and solstice and everything kind of all wrapped in here. Butterfly says it's friggin' the 30s and 40s down here. Well, this morning it was below freezing. So the RV, for some reason, is like a refrigerator. So it's probably still 20 something degrees in the RV because I can see my breath in there. But out here, I can't see my breath. It's not quite 50 yet. So it's probably 30 something right now. But to me, that's better than like 8 degrees or 10 degrees. So I'm good. I think it's warm. Anywho, oh, hold on. Let me adjust this so I'm not like smacking myself with my microphone. All right, there we go. Butterflies over there. Don't turn into a popsicle, okay? Get yourself nice and warm. Okay, so if you guys don't know who I am Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I am up here in the beautiful White Mountains of Arizona. You can still see there's a little bit of snow left behind me, but up here it's pretty much melted, but it's kind of all turned to mud. Anywho, we are going to look at the weekly forecast. So we are going to pull some cards and do some channeling for today all the way until Sunday of next week, which is the 30th, I believe. And then we go into New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, like, oh my gosh, 2023 is almost here, you guys. All right, so before that, I am going to call in the 4 directions, and with that, I'm going to use my staff. I have some indigo gabbro, no, gabbro. Oh my gosh, for some reason, my brain just went blank, and Garnierite, that's what I have. Like it starts with a G, but it's my Garnierite sphere staff. It's kind of been in a little storagey place, so I haven't been able to use my staff in a while, hence probably the brain fart. Anywho, I'm gonna call in the 4 directions here, and then utilizing kind of the elements that are already all around me. So there's a gentle breeze for that air. The sun, solar, represents that fire energy. The snow behind me that is melting is our water element, and this beautiful ground that is beneath our feet full of agates and petrified wood and obsidian and so many other river stones and lava rock and things like that. So many cool rocks up here. That represents our earth energy. So we're surrounded by the elements, and of course, spirit, as we have, and that we are surrounded by as well. So technically our 5 elements. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to take off my microphone and I'm going to call in those directions so we can get ready for our reading today. All right, I'll pin that right there. And I'm going to start off at the north, which is right there. Calling in the direction to the north. Calling in the direction of the east to help us to cast our circle today. Calling in the direction of the south. Calling in the direction of the west to help us to cast our circle today. Our circle is cast. Let our work begin, and so it is. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna let that charge in the sun just a little bit. Yay! Boop, boop. Get back on there. You know you want to get on there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, said I'm a bit late this time. Hey, you are welcome anytime, anytime. Susie said, wanted to pop in on my phone and wish everyone a happy holidays. Same to you. April said, so happy to catch you all live. Happy holidays to all those who celebrate. Same to you as well. Fox Dragon said, hello, how do you call in the 4 directions? Just basically grounding myself and kind of, well, since I'm up here with a lot of the different elements, just kind of feeling that connection to all of the different elements and setting the intention that I would like the help from each of those directions and the spirits of those directions and the elementals of those directions to help me, so that I visualize a kind of a beam of blue light around me as I use my staff or my finger or my wand or whatever it is I have, just to kind of create a sphere of protection. So even though I create my own shields in the morning, you know, my own protection, this is a protection for our reading to make sure that all the messages that are coming through are for our best and highest good and that they are as clear as possible. Oh, Roberto is here. Hello, hello. He says many blessings. Same to you. All right. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Like I said, I know people are probably going to be popping in and out. A lot of people are celebrating Christmas today. So lots of love to you guys. Fox said, wonderful. Thank you so much for answering. You're very welcome. All right. So I have my little notes here. And yes, I did them in red and green. Which actually connects to our root and heart chakra, and that will come up later for some questions I have for you guys. Ooh, Silver Star, hey, Merry Christmas. Susie, Tara, Roberto, Fox Dragon, good morning. Happy holidays, darling. Same to you. Oh my goodness. Yay. Okay, so we have our Mayan date today. So if you guys don't know, or maybe you're new to the channel, I am a Mayan astrologer. I do have a course that I teach over at the Leon Mystery School, which you can find on my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com. All that information is down below. But I like to talk about the Mayan date for today and then the date for ending this week. And today is 7 Kib. And Kib represents the ancestors, or it could be our own ancestral past, or perhaps our own past. And the number 7 is all about death and transformation. Well, that is interesting because, well, not too long ago, we welcomed in the solstice, so our days are slowly getting more and more lengthy up here in the northern hemisphere, and shorter in the southern hemisphere. And so for many pagans, yesterday was not Christmas Eve, but it was considered Holly Eve. And so it is time for the Holly King, who presides over the winter, to make way for the Oak King. So today would be considered Oak Day for many pagans. And the Oak King represents kind of a rebirth, and the midwife that birthed him was the crone energy. So we have this kind of falling away, even though we're kind of in winter, with the lengthening of the days and lengthening of that time that we have in that solar energy, we know that winter is not forever. And so with this number 7 today, it's reminding us that with everything there's a constant change, a constant evolution in everything about our lives. So if you're ever feeling down or anxious or upset, you know, that a particular situation or whatever it may be is not going your way, or, you know, you're just kind of in a rut, just know that everything is always evolving and changing. You are, the energy around you is. And when you look back on your past, or maybe on the people in your past, you know, your ancestors, that Kib energy, you realize that things have always changed for the better. There's always been lessons. We've always grown. And so whatever it is that you may be going through, but that maybe is not the most pleasant, just know that it's going to be for your best and highest good eventually. You know, the lessons will come, the strength will come, the tool belt will grow, and we become better evolved beings because of it. And so that 7 keep is helping to remind us of that, that death and rebirth. And then we end this trecena meaning a 13-day week, on Saturday, which will be 13 Ik. And actually, Ik is the year lord that I was born under. And so Ik is one of the 4 year bearers, which gives it extra energy. So not only is it a year bearer, but it's on the last day of the trecena, the number 13, which is the most powerful and magical number in the trecena. So it's a very powerful day for getting rid of things. Ik is all about purification and transformation once again. So if you're wanting to remove things, if you're finally wanting to let go of something, it is a powerful day. Just know that it could be really intense. If you really want to get through some shadows, and believe me, you're going to want to leave some of this crap behind in 2022. You don't want to take it with you in 2023. So I'd say that 13 Ik is right on time. All right, you guys. I do have an herb of the week. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring it with me. Oh, I left it in the RV, but it's ginger. You know, I may have mentioned ginger before, but ginger to me is fire energy. It is solar energy, and I'm still celebrating the solstice over here. I'm still celebrating Yule. In fact, I have my little travel altar now because I don't really have a set altar like I used to have in my apartment. Now I can travel with it, you know, around my little property. So it's right over there, and I made sure to have kind of those fiery elements with it. And so ginger to me represents that fire. And when you ingest ginger, let's say if you just want to use it for physical, you know, use, it's really good at helping with your immune system. It's really good for people who have an upset stomach. It's really good to have after meals to kind of like settle your stomach. But it really is good to warm you up. And so if you wanted to use it magically, if there's something that you really want to bring in or you really want to strengthen, maybe you want to add a little bit more health energy, you know, prosperous health energy around you. Ginger is really good for that. Also for any money spells, hey, whatever, you know, let's go into 2023 with a little bit more moolah. Add a little fire to the pot or your incense, or maybe an herbal tea. For most of my magic, I make teas. You know, I like to ingest my magic. I love working with herbs. I'm a little green witchy. It's something that, you know, I don't know, maybe it's in my little human bloodlines as well as, you know, my my spirit bloodlines, you know, but my grandfather from the Philippines, he was an abolario, and he was really good at working with herbs and things like that. So everything he did was herbs. I never got to meet him, but I got to meet him in spirit. So I'm constantly talking to my grandfather in spirit, who is helping me with my little herby journey. So ginger, if you want to incorporate some ginger, maybe today, make yourself a little bit of ginger tea. Ooh, if you guys want a nice ginger tea recipe, I have a nice family. It's a Filipino or Pinoy family recipe. If you guys want it, it's very simple. Get a saucepan, fill it with, I don't know, all the way like halfway up, you know, however big your saucepan is, you know. I always just kind of eyeball it, you know, and that's kind of just how I do things. I'm not very exact with measurements. I just go by taste and I go by how I see it. So I fill the pot about halfway with water, and then I put roughly a half a cup of brown sugar, and then I put about a half a root of ginger root, fresh ginger root. I slice it up. I put it in there. I let it boil for probably about 10 minutes or so, and then I bring it down to a simmer, and I let it simmer for about 20 minutes to make a nice decoction. I really want all the juices coming out of that ginger, so it's gonna be like the type of tea that knocks your socks off. And then once it's done, I turn it off. I let it set for about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how spicy I want it. I let it sit even more. And then I take a little strainer, I put it over my mug, I pour it over so that way all the ginger pieces don't fall into my mug. I might take a couple of pieces of ginger and throw it into my mug anyway so I can nibble on them. But woo, man, that is some fiery energy that'll knock your socks off. If you have any sort of anything, sinus infection, sore throat, upset stomach, your head sucks right now, dude, that'll wake you up. It's good stuff. and it's always made me feel better. So let's see, let's go back here. Do, 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 do. Susie said, love me some ginger. Ginger and turmeric, yes. Butterfly said, ginger's awesome, especially fresh. You got it. Yeah, no, said, I bought myself a guide for wildflowers growing in my area. It helps to identify them and also mentions some associations, so I can now connect more with my land using these plants in my craft. That is perfect. I love using local, like stuff that just grows around you. That's amazing. Butterfly said, my grandmother juices and it takes it as a shot. Whoa. Your grandma juices ginger. Jude, she's hardcore. She's hardcore. Silverstar said, I made a tangerine upside down cake yesterday. Put orange ice cream on top. It was delicious. Oh, a tangerine. Oh my gosh. That sounds so good. Now I'm like sitting here like, that sounds really, 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 really good. Okay. Like I said, today's chat is going to be a little bit different. So I found a spread in the 365 Tarot Spreads by Sasha Graham, and it's a little holiday spread. So let me turn to the page here. If you have this book, it's going to be on page 368 under December 25th. Let me read it for you guys. Oh, by the way, my bookmarker is actually from Susie. Susie, I like to use your notes. Okay, this is called the Opening a Gift Spread. On this day, Merry Christmas. Millions wake early today, tiptoeing toward decorated trees, eagerly unwrapping shiny gifts, luxuriating in the fun of toys, gifts, and delicious food. December 25th is actually the first day of the 12 days of Christmas, referenced in the popular holiday song of the same title. Summation of the spread. This spread is an unexpected present for you. Unwrap to discover what the magic of the holiday season has in store for you all through the year. Cast your cards. Take a moment to thank the tarot and honor yourself for all the soul-searching, divining, hard work, and effort you put into this year. Make a solid promise to enjoy your day, relax, and be thankful for the goodness in your life. Shuffle your deck. When satisfied, remove the top 5 cards without looking at them. Place the remaining deck in front of you. Build a house of cards, or in this case, wrapping around your gift, by creating a 5-card house around the deck. When ready, begin to remove the wrapping of your deck 1 card at a time. Contemplate each card as you remove and find the message within it. When you have removed all 5 cards, the deck remains in front of you. The top card is your big gift. Turn it over to receive the gift tarot bestows upon you for the next year. This is your special card containing a meaning just for you. So I want you guys to bust out your decks or bring on down your own intuition and maybe think of a few things that you can take with you into 2023. And then that last card is your big gift, or maybe the theme or something that you want to focus on for 2023. It says, excuse me, the 12 days of Christmas had its origins in Christian tradition, with 12 days of religious devotion culminating with a large feast. American celebrations of these 12 days have mostly been forgotten in lieu of Santa Claus and the ever-popular New Year's Eve party. The Six of Cups is the card of the gifts from the heart and the generosity to yourself and others. At times, it is regarded as a walk down memory lane, especially appropriate as Christmas seems more than any other day, a time for childhood reflections. Okay, so I have the Green Witch Tarot here, which to me just always has like some holiday vibes. I use it all year round, but it just feels a little extra Christmassy. Okay, let me take my gloves off because it's like really not that cold right now. So maybe I'll undo my jacket. I'm like, Susie said, by the way, you look good. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing some Christmas gifts today before I take out our gift. This gift here, my little beanie, comes all the way from my friend in Belgium, my friend Steph, my bestie, my girl, my cosmic sis. So I have her beanie on, and then my necklace here, I have a triquetra with a couple little snakes. This is from my friend Jason, my buddy Dolly that I ran track and field with over at Long Beach State. So this is from a track homie. We've been besties for like a long time, actually. Since like fall of 1999. Dude. And then my belt. I have a cool little leather belt here. I needed a nice thick belt for my jeans. This is from James, and actually he got me a Navajo blanket, and he also got me a cowgirl hat, but I wanted my head a little bit warm, so I wore the beanie, but I'll probably wear my hat later today. So otherwise I would have been wearing my cowgirl hat. But also I needed a nice thick belt for my pistole, because if I'm going to be out here in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness, I do need some protection. I never know what I'm going to run into. I just want to make sure I can defend myself. So I needed something that could hold my little pistol, but also hold my pants up. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, Susie's going to be doing that spread tonight. Susie said, lovely. Okay, so when you guys end up shuffling your deck, what you're doing is you're building a house of cards around it. So, you know, you'll have a card on either side just like this. You'll have a card right here. You'll have a card on the back, and then you'll place a card on top. So it's kind of like you're building a little gift. And then once you take all those cards off to kind of reveal what the message was, you take the top card here, and that'll be your big message for 2023. Yanu said, these are so beautiful. Where are the earrings from by chance? These ones actually are from my grandmother. So they were kind of passed down to me after she passed away. I got a few of her things. So I don't know where she got these, but yeah, they're my nana's. Okay, so I'm going to build us a little gift. All right, let's do this. So if you guys have some cards, by all means, go ahead and do it now, or you could do it later. But let me shuffle up our cards here. I'm gonna pull out 5 cards. I'll point the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing here. But let me take out those 5 cards. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are going to switch the camera, and we're going to point it down here. Doot, doot, doot. Okay. All right, I'm going to build our little gift. Here we go. We'll see how we do. Maybe it's too slip slidey on this. Maybe I moved the book. There we go. That's probably going to be better. Yep, that's better. All right, we have our little gift. Let's see. Silverstar said, thank you, Tara, for all the effort you put into these videos. I'm so grateful. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's see what some of our messages are for this week, but also going into 2023. All right. This piece of our package blew off first, so this might be our first. Here we have the 9 of Athames, which is the 9 of Swords. And so what I'm getting with this is just like the message that I got for myself last night, because I did this for myself last night as well, is that 2022, I believe, brought up a lot of our oldest shadows. Not some of the more surface ones, but I believe a lot went deeper. A lot of our core beliefs, a lot of our darker shadows, our deepest shadows, a lot of them came up this year, and a lot of people really did try to work through them. You know, it might have taken a lot more effort, might have been a little bit more of a struggle, but we overcame a lot of those fears. We overcame, a lot of those things, and we were able to get a lot of healing done. And so congratulate yourself on that. You know, don't give up. Obviously, continue the work, continue the healing, but you guys are on the right path. And for as difficult as maybe parts of 2022 have been, it really has been beneficial. It really has been healing. It really has been a time to open your eyes to things that maybe you wouldn't have seen before if certain shadows hadn't come up. So congratulate yourself on that. That is amazing. And let's take another piece of our gift wrapping here. It says the 6 of Athames. Ooh, some more swords. Okay. All right. So what I'm also getting with this is, the ego, I see it as it's just a program. It's just a program that runs along with the human form. And it oftentimes makes things, actually almost all the time, makes things a lot more difficult when it comes to working on our shadows, when it comes to trying to manifest the things that we want, when it comes to bringing whatever we want into our life, because the ego has its own little agenda. You know, it runs off of the past. That's all it can really run off of. It doesn't really acknowledge the present. And if it does acknowledge the future, all it does is worry about it because it can't see the future. Has no soul to it. We have the soul. We're the ones with the soul. So if you have found at any time the journey has been difficult, you may want to have a look at how much of it was the ego standing in your way. How much of it was the ego saying, you can't do this, you can't do that, saying all kinds of nasty things to you, when all of that's not true. You know, your higher self would never talk to you that way. Your higher self would never try to make you suffer, in order to get the things that you want. But the ego will, because the ego may feel like maybe you don't deserve it, due to some, programming from when you were young or whatever it may be. But the higher self just wants the best for you. So just kind of keep that in mind as you move forward in 2023, is that the journey doesn't have to be difficult. That's the societal programming that if you want something, it has to be hard, that you always have to do hard work. Things don't have to be hard, but the ego believes so. When you're working with your highest good, when you're working with your spirit, when you're working with your heart, it just becomes this fun journey. Yeah, a lot of learning along the way, but it's not, I would say, quote unquote, difficult. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, Susie says, I saw a kitty shadow. Really? Well, maybe it's a mountain lion shadow. Let's see. Silver Star says, oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's put that there. And let's take another piece. I'll take the top piece. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we have the Queen of Chalices. Okay, so actually that's really appropriate coming off of those swords cards, coming off of our logic, our ego, all of that. Here we are dropping into the heart space. And then with all this green that she has around her, I truly see that as the heart space. This cup is residing in her heart space here, right at her heart space. Up here with her crown, with the pink flowers, which I believe also represents the heart, that everything that's coming down through her crown chakra is coming down with love. And so many of us were able to stop and drop into the heart space when things did get difficult in 2022, and probably more so than we have past. And that's wonderful. So remember, when things are feeling scary, when things feel difficult or weird, that's when we truly need to continue to drop into our heart space. What does the heart need to say? Because the heart always tells the truth. And the heart doesn't sugarcoat anything, but that's the way we want it. We want the real truth. I don't want some coddled message. I don't want, something that would just appease my ego. I want the truth, because with truth, I have power. just like with you. So when you guys drop into your heart space and you find truth, that's where your power is. You know, knowledge is power. You want the truth. You don't want something that will just, make the ego happy, because that's the ego doesn't have any real power, man. So a lot more people have been dropping into this heart space, and that is fabulous, you guys. Continue that in 2023. With truth is power. All right, another piece of our little gift wrapping here. Ooh, we have the Queen of Athames, so we have double queens. I like it. A lot of you guys have been working on your communication skills in all its forms, whether it's been communicating with your deities, with your higher self, with whatever it may be, maybe connecting with the Oak King right now, with the solstice, or maybe you're connecting with the Holly King. Whatever communication it may have been, maybe even just with your loved ones, or the communication with self. I want you guys to continue working on those clear communication lines. Again, when I just see this as a clearing up of everything. When we go into the heart space, everything's more clear, because with truth, it's just the truth. It just is. It's as clear as day. When we have clear communication, we clear up any potential fights we may have with the self, with others, potential misunderstandings. I used to tell my students back when I used to teach high school that 99% of every fight that's ever happened at school was due to a miscommunication. Somebody didn't understand somebody else, so the egos flared up, nobody drops into their heart space, and a fight ensues. So many of you guys have gotten better with your communication and understanding, and helping others to be better communicators with you as well. So it's not just one-sided. Remember, we need two people to have good communication. So you guys have been helping others as well. Continue to do that. We do need good communication, especially going into the new year. All right, Susie. Oh, and look at this. Isn't this the card that in the book, it was talking about the Six of Cups? Let me just pull that here. It was Six of Cups is the card for December 25th. And that was the card we pulled. Dude, that's amazing. I love synchronicities. And so, yes, this is a reconnection, I think, with your purest form. You guys have been reconnecting to the real you. And also, many of you guys have been working on healing the wounded child, going back to your purest form, your youngest self, your human self, and helping them to grow, helping them to get over their fears, helping them to get out of the past and certain traumas that happened in the past. You guys have been good mothers and fathers to that little child that resides inside of you. And I want you to continue that. And the more you nurture the child inside, those of you that have children, I would say the better mother and father you can be for your own children, because you know how to be a good mother and father to yourself. So continue that. And also, there's another message coming through. Give me just a moment. It was something about 2023. It does feel like, how do I want to put that into words? It feels like there's going to be aspects where it looks like our past is happening again, but in our adulthood. And I know this happens, a lot. It's with our lessons, but even more so, like where you might start to go into situations and like you can clearly see this person is playing the character of my father. This person is playing the character of my mother. This person is playing me in this situation. This person is playing my best friend. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Something is playing out, except they're different characters this time, but they're basically playing the same people. So I have a feeling like 2023 is going to have that going on. But now that you guys have gotten better at working with your shadows, going into the heart space, it's easier to see these scenarios playing out so that now you can act differently. How many of you have said like, oh, I wish I could go back in the past and I can change things? This is your chance in 2023. where you're going to be in the present and not the past, but you're going to recognize it because it came from your past. You're going to say, hey, I'm going to redo it differently this time. You're going to have a chance to do that with different characters this time. Maybe you can't get a DeLorean and go into the actual past, but you can change it now. All right. So just thought I'd throw in that little extra message there. Yano said that's a very beautiful deck. It feels like it has a lot of personality. Dude, it does. I love this deck so much. All right. The top card is supposed to be our big gift. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's our big gift? Hey! You know what? My big gift last night was the Ace of Wands. So that's funny for you guys. It's the Ace of Athames. Again, the synchronicity. Okay, let me dive into this one. Give me just a moment. Oh, if you hear the little 22 pop-offs in the background, that's James. He's doing Christmas pop-offs. Okay. Okay, 2023 is going to bring a focus like you guys have probably never felt before. I know that there are so many people who come to me, my client readings, who ask, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? And I believe in 2023, because like I said, we've been working on the healing process, a lot of big healing going on in 2022. Knowing to drop into the heart space when things get anxious or scary. Knowing what to do about putting up shields. Knowing what to do when we need to ground ourselves and center ourselves. Working on our communication, all of those things. That now, the way we view the world is a little bit different. The way we see through deception is a little easier. The way we access our truth by diving into our heart space has gotten easier. And so with all of that, your path and what you want to do, your focus for 2023, this may not be the thing for your entire life, your whole next, chapters of your life, but for this chapter coming up right now, remember the present is really the only thing that matters. Haha, the present, it's Christmas. Okay. But this is being very clear. Just having that knowing, I just know this is what I need to do. For me, my, hashtag burning sage, I always talk about it, having the retreat up here. I just know that that's something I have to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I definitely don't have the money to make the retreat right now. I don't know where that money's going to come from. I don't know how I'm going to build all these yurts, but that's not important right now. All I know is that I have to do it. And the same thing is going to be for you guys in 2023. Maybe you're not making a retreat, or maybe you are, but it's just that knowing. And that's all you need. You just need to have that thing inside of you that says, I'm doing this now. And I just know it's the right thing. You don't need to explain it logically because the ego will never understand, trust me. And it might be hard to try to explain it to other people, but because they're not seeing things from the place that you're getting your guidance from, they may not see. So continue following your heart, following your guidance, and follow that knowing. Even if you logically can't figure out how it's going to work or why it's going to happen, where am I going to get this money, where, I don't know all the steps. You don't need to know all the steps. That'll unfold as it will. But that knowing, and I feel like that's going to be a huge gift for many of you, because many of you have felt maybe a little confused or maybe a little lost. Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Where am I supposed to be going? And with this changeover in this new year, something that we all celebrate as humans on this planet, everybody celebrates New Year's. And because we all do it, it's a collective energy. We make that energy. It's what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, it was us. And we make that energy. We're the ones that place all that importance on a brand new year. And so let's use that collective energy to really feel into what we need to be doing right now. And I think that's going to get pretty clear for you guys. You might not be able to explain it very well, but all you need is that feeling. That's all you need. All right, so that's the big gift. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera back around. Let me take this off my chair here. I'll just put those cards right there and leave our big gift on top. Okay, give me a moment to move the camera back. Ha 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 ha. Those are some of our volcanoes in the background, by the way. Super cool. Okay, let's get back down here. Do, do, do. Whoa. Where did you guys go? Okay. And and we're back. Let's see. Susie said, follow your heart. Yes. Alpana, hello, hello. Silver Star. Yep, he's doing a little pew pew down there. Silver Star says, that's funny. My gift is the Ace of Wands. What? That's awesome. Super cool. Okay, let's go ahead and let me grab my little notes here for our next section. Ooh, it's the special question. So if you guys don't know what the special question is, there is a question I post to my YouTube page, usually on Thursdays, with 4 questions, and then you vote on the question that you like best. And whatever the winning question is, that's the one I pull during the live chat. So I ask it of the YouTube public poll. I also poll my YouTube members. Hey guys. I also poll my patrons. And some people are my patrons and they are my YouTube members. So technically they get 3 votes because they get Patreon, they get YouTube membership, and they get the public poll. So, you know, if they really want a certain question, they might like vote 3 times. Okay. So here was the winning question. And at first it was tied with something else, and then it just kind of got blown out of the water as of yesterday. What will the energy be in 2023? Or what energy will 2023 bring? I believe those were the exact words. What energy will 2023 bring? Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay. Let's see, what deck do I want to use? I have all of my holiday decks. Let me show you guys right now. I have my Natalie Rose Winter Solstice Lenormand. I also have my Merry Christmas Oracle all the way from France. I have my Granny's Postcards Lenormand. I don't know why I mostly have Lenormand decks as like holiday decks, but I do. And then I have the Seasons of the Witch Yule Edition. And I have the Fairy Forest, which just always has like holiday vibes for me. And of course the Green Witch Tarot that I was using earlier. Okay, let's use the Merry Christmas or Lenormand. Okay, what energy will 2023 bring? All right, everybody's got drum roll. Okay. April says, wanting to learn Lenormand in 2023. Hey, that's a good thing. It took me a little while to learn Lenormand. Let me tell you, it took me longer than learning tarot. It was just like the images and the words just like did not connect with me. It was like even harder than learning runes. And it was like, because I'm a very visual person, and it just, I don't know. And then one day it just clicked. So, and then runes clicked. So I would say stick with it. Have patience, maybe even create your own deck. Actually, that's what I did. I created my own deck with postcards, and I wrote my own little notes, and it helped a lot. It helped a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pull 3 cards because Lenormand kind of reads like a story. So, okay, and let's pull the 3rd card. Okay. Ooh, we have Pine Tree. Actually, I decorated my pinyon pine that's behind the cabin over there for my little Yule tree. Okay, so we have tree, we have brown bear or bear, and we have whisk, which is like the whip. Okay, so tree, bear, and whip. All right, let me put these together for you guys. The energy of 2023. Okay. This is interesting because it kind of talks about finances, but mostly it talks about security. And for some people, finances are what they do consider security. But I just feel like security is like I don't have to worry about my safety. I don't have to worry about where my next meal is going to come from. You know, to me, that's security, but it might mean something different for you. So definitely tap into your own heart. What does that mean for you? And it feels like 2023 is more I would say the result of what you've been doing the past several years. Oh, everybody was congratulating your pew pew.
What?
Everybody was congratulating your pew pew.
Oh, okay.
So the things that you guys have been doing the last several years in order to create a safety net or a feeling of security, I believe that's coming to fruition in 2023, that being kind of the energy of it. So anything that you've really been focusing on, know that that is going to be what reveals itself in 2023. So let's say, on the shadow side, let's say there is a fear that you've been feeding for the past several years, like, oh, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen. Well, then expect that fear to come to fruition. On the opposite end, if there's something else that you've been working towards that is a little less shadow-based, more, I am going to be bringing in abundance because I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. Everything about me has abundance. I have gratitude. And if that's been your focus for the past several years, then expect all the energy from that to come to fruition in 2023. So I just see it as however you have viewed security, whether from a negative side or a positive side, and not that either side is better than the other because they all bring with it lessons, but whatever has been your focus for the past several years, know that it's going to reveal itself in 2023. So that's interesting. But I'd say that shouldn't, because right away I know that some of us like go to the negative place and we're like, oh my God, what have I done wrong? And I would say don't think about it that way. It's just whatever does reveal itself in 2023, that's a good thing because it shows you exactly where you're putting all of your energy. So if something reveals itself next year that you feel is not for your best and highest good, and this sucks, then you know exactly what you've been doing. You say, whoa, I did this, I created this because I've been putting a lot of fear and anxiety into whatever it was, X, Y, or Z, for the past several years. And look, this was the result of it. Now I know what not to do. Now I know that when I allow my little ego to run off and play like it does, this is the result of it. And you know what? You have the power to change it. You always do. So it's not something that you're being dealt and it's like, well, gotta live with that forever. No, you don't. It's just something to say, hey, look, you've been putting a lot of energy into it. This is what happens. On the flip side, you know, maybe you've been putting all your energy into, I'm content, I'm happy, love my family, you know, whether they are blood related or the family that I brought in, my soul family, things are great, you know, and then you have the result of that in 2023. Now you could see where all your energy that you've been putting into, what that turns into. Okay, I like that, I'm gonna do more of that. So basically when we get these results, you know, or outcomes of things, it's just to show us where we're putting our energy. And if we don't like it, we have the power to stop it. We have the power because it's us putting the energy into something. And so we know where we don't want to put our energy into anymore and we can change it. On the other side, if it is something that we really do like, then yeah, that's something I want to put more energy into. So really it's all just more of a clarifying, and sometimes it gets muddled, you know, kind of what is partly us and what is not partly us, but I think it's going to be a lot more clear in 2023 when we really start to see those kinds of results. Then it's like, aha, okay, either I want more of this or I don't want any more of that. No, thank you. No second servings for me. So Let's see. Let's go back here. Um, April said wanting to, oh, yeah, oh, talking about the Lenormand. Oh, she said, yikes, scared now. No. Yeah, says, do y'all have any goals for 2023? I'd love to learn. Um, Gosh, oh, or is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, I mispronounced it. Susie says, I wanted to share Saturn in Pisces will provide more structure for any lightworkers' businesses, will build long-term success, cement it, so to speak. Nice. Um, uh, let's see, Diamond was saying, why has this pilot man come into my life through conversations with his sister? Um, Well, I would say definitely drop into the heart space. That's kind of why I've been saying it since the very beginning, you know, where we find absolute truth is when we just stop, meditate, drop in. Or if you wanted me to pull a card for you, I could do that at the very end through the super chats or super stickers. Oh, I forgot to mention that. By the way, I do pull cards at the very end of my live chats for anybody who does super chats or super stickers. So just if you want a little FYI there. Okay. So yeah, definitely nothing to be scared with in 2023, you guys. Just it's just a time for us to be able to reflect and see where all the energy has been going, and that's all it is. So nothing to be scared at all. And if worries are coming up, that's your ego. That's how you know. That is your ego. Your higher self would never be scared or worried like that. So if you are scared, then it's like, oh, okay. Again, just another chance for being able to see things more clearly. I'm scared about 2023. Okay, where is that coming from, little ego? And you drop into the heart space. Higher self comes in to help and find out exactly where that's coming from so we can eradicate that and we can put healing where there needs to be some healing. Let's see, Silverstar says, I always hear the song, Listen to Your Heart, when I need to go into meditation. Not always, but a lot of the time. Nice. You know what? I get that every once in a while too. Listen to your heart. Do, 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 do. As I don't know all the rest of the words, but that's okay. Listen to your heart. Before it tells you something. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one aside. All right, you guys, I did a little cheeky something for the viewer's choice. So if you guys don't know what viewer's choice is, this is all the people who are in the live chat today. So this is the benefit of being in the live chat. You get to do a live vote. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Vote on the question that you like best, and I'll go ahead and pull a card on that. Okay. I went with Christmas colors, actually, Yule colors. Ooh, before I dive into it, I learned a little something about Yule colors and Christmas colors, like the other day. So thought I would share it. The colors red and green. It was somebody who was posting a little snippet about, and I did some internet research on it too. I don't just look at everything I see on TikTok, but it was about like why we associate the colors red and green, and we wrap our presents red and green, and you know, does it have to do something with the tree and the tree that we bring indoors sometimes? For me, I don't bring a tree indoors. I just decorated the tree that was out here. But where did those come from? And first it was talking about the evergreen tree, you know, so pine trees and things like that, they're green. So that's where the green comes from in Yule and Christmas and things like that. But where does the red and the white, you know, where does that come from? Well, underneath every pine tree grows a particular red and white mushroom that contains mescaline and DMT and, you know, things like that. So it's kind of like this trippy awakening experience with those mushrooms. But anyway, it's these little, it has white stems and it has little red and white caps, so like little white dots on the red cap on the mushroom. And so everybody associated this tree with the mushrooms that grew underneath it. So it was red, white, and green, and those became the colors of the season because that's kind of the time it came out anyway. So And so when they talked about there being joy and there being an awakening and things like that, that was kind of basically everybody was high on shrooms, while welcoming in the solstice. And so the green represented longevity, you know, not dying, because evergreens are always green, hence they don't lose their foliage. So it represented strength, it represented prosperity, and then the little mushrooms there, the little red and white mushrooms, kind of represented a newness, an awakening, an aha moment, kind of like a gift from the earth, basically. And so, yeah, that's, I mean, there's more to it. You guys can do more research on it, but I just thought that that was interesting. And so now, like, we're always like, oh, red, white, and green, you know, are our colors. And it's like, we're basically celebrating mushrooms. And trees. Just go out into the forest, you guys, and have a Merry Christmas. Let's see. Silver Star said, oh snap, that's interesting. Yep. And oh, we just so happen to have those same mushrooms as our emojis. Those are the mushrooms. Fox Dragon said, that's interesting. Yeah, no, so this story has the same vibe as the broom riding origin. Yes. They were riding brooms, all right. Silver Star says, you know, all our ancestors were eating them. Yeah, dude. Our ancestors were high as kites. I'm pretty sure. And then they like just, I mean, how do you think a lot of our technology and the way structures were built and the way societies were built and like their ability to do things, that came from a really expanded, open mind, let me tell you. Okay, so on that note, I used the colors red and green for our viewer questions because we also use red and green for our voting. I always have you guys vote with a red heart emoji or a green heart emoji. Haha. So we're going with the colors red and green. Susie says, I did once, loved it, saw beautiful things. Me too, I've done it once. I wouldn't mind again. I wouldn't mind again. That was, I couldn't stop laughing. It was awesome. I mean, I laugh normally anyway. I laugh at myself. I crack myself up. Imagine when there's a little extra in my system, I really crack myself up anyway. So, viewer's choice. Question number 1. If you like this question, please vote with a red heart emoji or type the words red heart. What message does my heart chakra have for me? Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, I think James has taken out the M1A. Okay. Question number 2. If you like this question, vote with a green heart emoji or type the words green heart. What message does my root chakra have for me? Yes. Silver Star says, I microdose frequently and go outside in nature or play my singing bowls. Dude, you gotta be in nature. Yes. Okay, so I always associate the heart chakra with green, and but I'm having you vote red for that one. And the root chakra, I always associate it with red, but I'm having you vote green with it. So I'm mixing my reds and my greens. Okay, so if you want to hear about the heart chakra, vote red. If you want to hear about the root chakra, vote green. All right, let's do a little Jeopardy music. And, ooh, what deck do I want to use? We are going to use the winter solstice. Okay. Do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom goes the big rifle. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so let's add up all those hearts. If you haven't had a chance to vote, go ahead and vote. All right, so let's start with the green vote. Fox Dragon coming in green. All right, we just have one for green. And then we have Butterfly with red, April with red, Susie with red, Yano has red, Diamond has red, and Silver Star. Looks like we're going red, you guys. All right, so the red vote is for the heart chakra. What does our heart chakra have for us? Okay, what message? And I'm going to use Lenormand. So It's technically going to be more than one card because I like to read them in groups of 3. And that's just me. Some people just read one card or whatever. Everybody does their Lenormand the way they do. Okay. Let's see. Susie said, red it is. S says, looks like we're in the heart mood today. Yes, as we should be. Okay. Dude, I can't wait to get to my baking. That really puts me in the heart mood. Like I am so heart centered when I'm baking and everything. So I'm going to bake today. I'm going to do chocolate covered strawberries. I'm going to do pumpkin bread. I made cornbread last night. Oh, and milk pie. The milk pie is actually my grandfather's favorite pie, and it comes all the way from Germany. He's passed away now, but his birthday was December 3rd, and I didn't get to make his pie because I was in the middle of moving. So I'm going to make the pie today for Christmas. So that'll be my contribution. Oh, and cranberry sauce. I'm going to make fresh cranberry sauce. Okay. And then James is going to make salad and some stuff. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Okay, a message from the heart. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, put those right there. We have we have garden. We have the scythe. And we have the sun. Okay, let's put these together. So, garden, scythe, sun. All right, message from the heart. Susan said, Tara, please write a witchy cookbook. It would be very successful. Hey, maybe in the future, maybe in the future. Okay, so let's put this together. Okay, the message coming down, and it's kind of cool because I got the sun card here and the sun is like blasting on my face. It feels so nice. It might almost be 40 degrees now, which is warm to me, which is weird because I grew up by the beach and like my blood is getting so thick. Anywho, off topic, Gemini brain. The heart is saying, if you've been noticing that there are more people coming into your life who seem to be more for your best and highest good. They seem to be more in your corner. A lot less negative people. Not that the people who maybe are of a negative persuasion have totally left your life, but they're not as prominent anymore. And that's because we've been cutting away the pieces of us that are attracted to those kinds of people. Just remember that whatever we have in our sphere, we have attracted it somehow. So if there's people who are energy vampires, let's say, in our life, but they've been going away because we've been healing the part of ourself that recognizes what our energy is worth and that we are worthy of something. And when you recognize that, energy vampires can no longer feed on you. So they slowly start to peace out. They slowly start to fade away. And so take stock of all the people that you have in your life, from your coworkers to your friends, your family members, even the strangers that you bump into on the street. And if you've noticed more people trying to help you, more people asking you how your day was, how are you feeling right now? And you're feeling good with these people, know it's because it's the work that you've been doing. You've been recognizing your own beauty, your own light, your worth, your power. And the more you continue to recognize that, the more these people will come into your life because they vibrate at your frequency. No need anymore to vibrate at the frequency that says you're worth less. You are one to be used. You're one to be abused. Because you know that you are love. Love need not be treated that way. Continue to recognize who you truly are. Continue to recognize your power. And the more that old stuff, that old paradigm, the old way of thinking, the old programming is cut away, the more you shine and fill your world with the people who will rise, help you to rise, help lift you up, more than the people that will help to keep you down. All right, you guys, dude. That is a great heart-based message. Yeah, no, so that's an amazing message. Oh, Silver Star, thank you. I will definitely pull a card for you at the very end. Diamond said, wow. Love all the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Wow. Dude, when you're in the heart, it just feels so good. It's just a bright, happy place. It even makes the sun feel more intense. I like it. Okay. So we have gotten, let's see, what am I want to use? I want to use the Fairy Forest, actually. So for my super chats and super stickers, we have come to that time. So Heather did the super sticker. So if you would like, do you want a general read? Do you have a particular question in mind? Let me know. I will pull a card. Yano said, oh shit, it's an hour already. I didn't notice. Dude, has it been? Hold on, let me look. Oh, wow. Yeah, over an hour. Dude. See it? We just have so much fun. All right, so, and then afterwards, I'll take you guys into a nice Yule, Christmas, solstice meditation. And then, then I want you guys to go off and go have fun today. No matter how you're celebrating, no matter what you're doing today, I want you guys to go off and go have fun. All right, so yeah, Heather, just let me know. Maybe we can even just do a Christmas message. Says, I'm not sure, general, I guess. Okay. All right, yeah, let's do it. Woo! Okay, your card just flew out, so there's that. Okay, your card is the Green Witch. Yes. Fresh, new, spring. Susie is grabbing the phone charger. Okay, so, all right, Silver Star, let's go, Heather. Let's dive into this one. Oh, you know what I just noticed? She's got little mushrooms on her hat. I'm just saying. Anywho. Okay, Silver Star, I don't remember if this lady, this woman, if I have channeled her with you before or if she was connected to you, but the woman coming through feels familiar. She's older, more like grandmotherly. Doesn't take a whole lot of shit. I kind of feel okay with her, so I'm going to let her speak directly, if that's okay. Okay, so I do feel her energy here in me. And I keep seeing boots, like army boots, like your grandma wears army boots. And she's making that joke too. And she says, oh, don't you talk to me about wearing army boots, honey. She says, you got army boots in your closet. And I'm like, yes, I do. And she says, you know, someday you might be a grandma and then you'll be wearing army boots. I said, yes. So she says, Heather, don't you ever, ever, ever talk to yourself the way I've heard you talk to yourself the other day. I know it's just the old paradigm. And it's stuff that's in our family. We're always taught to belittle ourselves as a form of laughter, a form of fun. We talk ourselves down. So inadvertently, we've taught the little ones that that's okay. It's always fun to make fun of ourselves. And yes, it's okay to make fun of yourself, but we do it in kind of a negative fashion. And so many of us, especially the ladies, we've internalized this talk, and it's not okay. And you know who can hear it? Us. When we don't have our body anymore, we hear everything. Yes, I know. We don't hear private thoughts, obviously, but we hear everything else. We choose not to hear the private thoughts. It's okay. But you're getting better at catching yourself. And you've gotten really good about how you speak aloud, even when making fun. Around kids, around the family, even animals. I'm glad you're cleaning it up. Clean up the wording, clean up the jokes. Jokes are fine, you know, we make jokes all the time. But it's the way in which we joke about ourselves. I guess you can call it low self-esteem. We're taught that low self-esteem and lowering our worth is somehow a virtue in our family. It's not, honey, it's not. And I know with the little one, she might be a handful right now. Girl, you were a handful. And that's probably why it might be a little triggering, is because you're seeing a lot of yourself in her. And I know that you want her to grow up with the lessons that you've learned so she doesn't have to relearn them. Just keep doing you. Keep being you. And I know we're not perfect. That's why we incarnate. Learn our lessons. So I'm not reprimanding you about how we speak to ourselves when we think nobody else can hear. I just wanted to point it out so it doesn't happen again. Because the more you can catch yourself, the more the people around you can learn from that, and they can catch themselves. This is something that we're healing as a family. So, lead the way, sweet star, lead the way. Yes, and I don't care if I wear army boots. Wow. She's got an interesting energy. Wow. Oh. Okay. Let's see. We go back here. Missed a bunch of messages. Susie's put, oh, thank you, Susie, telling people smash the like button if you guys enjoy the chat, Superstar. It's my great, 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 great grandmother. She's my guide. You have before once. Okay. Susie's saying that Heather is a beautiful light worker. I agree. You guys all are. Ooh, 10:11. Yano said, this is so wholesome. Silverstar said, absolutely. I caught myself the other day. I had to have a talk with myself. This makes perfect sense. Billy, hey, says, hiya, I've been here, but the tablet didn't show the chat. Happy to have you. Does anyone else see a figure besides Tara's left? I'm like, where's my left? Oh, there's all kinds of energies up here. Silverstar says, I was worse, OMG. I didn't want her to go through what I did. Gonna make me cry. Diamond said, setting up PayPal, need a few minutes. Hey, no worries. Yeah, Susie had seen a little kitty shadow earlier. There's so much energy up here. And Billy wishing a happy holidays, one and all, having a PJs and TV day. How are you? I'm doing fabulous, actually. Silverstar said, yes, retraining my conditioning has took so much work. Aw. Fox Dragon said, wonderful, thank you. Very welcome. All right. So I'm going to go into a guided meditation with you guys, but if afterwards people still want to do super chats and super stickers, I'll be more than happy to do so. But I just want to do this little guided meditation, and I'm going to grab my staff for that. So sorry. Oh my gosh, Heather, your great grandmother, she's made me a bit teary. So, which just happens sometimes when people pop in. Silverstone said, I saw the kitty and the figures behind her, and I saw a purple outline. Interesting. And it's so cool, you know, being out here, because, dude, you guys can probably see so much through the camera that I can't see. I probably feel it, but I, you know, don't always see it. Okay. So I have my little staff here just for a little bit of extra energy. Actually, I'm going to put that in my power hand. There we go, right hand. And we're going to go through this little guided meditation. I want this to be more of a, well, I'm in the northern hemisphere, so it's going to be a little bit northern hemisphere based with the returning of the sun, the return of the Oak King, and in many religions there's a return of some sort of brightness or a sun, so to speak. And so for many pagans, the sun is S-U-N, you know, the sun that's up here. For many Christians, it's the sun, S-O-N, has been birthed, hence a returning of the sun. So in whatever religion or whatever belief that you're in, let's do this guided meditation with the return of that solar energy and a reminder of our own solar energy, which is our power center, our solar plexus, which, you know, if you guys ever get hit in the solar plexus, you know, it takes the wind out of you. Well, that's because that is your power center. And so we don't ever want to take the wind out of ourselves or the wind out of our own sails. We want to make sure that we keep ourselves nice, stable, and that we tap into that power whenever we feel out of balance. You know, go in through the heart, tap into that solar energy. Silverstar says, yes, I was researching Yule this year. Funny, we both looked deeper into it. Billy said, if I may ask a question, who is the man with the long gray beard who came through when I had Reiki once? You know, that guy might have been a guide. I don't feel like he's a part of your physical bloodline. I think it was somebody there just to help. I think he was just there to assist. He seems very nice. I think a little gruff at first, but I think he feels pretty nice. I think he was just there to help. Okay, so you guys get nice and cozy, whether you guys are sitting in your bed, sitting in a chair, laying on the floor, whatever is a comfortable position for you, please go ahead and get comfy. And if you want to go close the door so that you are free of distractions, you can go ahead and do so. If you're laying outside, just soak in that solar energy. Feel the wind on your skin. And let's just start to relax. If you want to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes at this time. And I want us to start focusing on our breath. So bring your awareness inwards. And we're just focusing on what our breath feels like at this time. Is it shallow? Is it up in our throat? Are you breathing into your stomach? We're just noticing, that's all. And whether you're outside or not, I want you guys to imagine or feel the sun above your head. And as you feel the rays touching your skin, whether it be real or tapping into that energy, I want you to relax every part that's being touched by those solar rays, relaxing from the head, down the eyelids, the face, the jaw. Allow the sun to take over, relaxing the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the torso, feeling the sun down your arms, just allowing them to relax. Feeling the sun on your fingertips, down the hip bones, the thighs, the calves, down your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. And just feeling very relaxed in that solar energy, just as if you were on a beach blanket at the beach, catching a tan, soaking in those solar rays. Not a care in the world. Nothing matters but this present moment. And in this present moment, we are in absolute harmony with ourselves. We are at peace. We feel content. And we feel gratitude that we have this time to ourselves. Gratitude that we have the ability to feel the sun on our skin. And now I want you to bring your awareness back to your breath. And I want you to take nice deep inhales. That means inhaling not only into the lungs, but into the diaphragm and into the stomach, taking in as much air as you can muster. And I want you to send that air right into your solar plexus. Imagine all that breath, all that life going into the solar plexus. And as it does, that solar plexus grows brighter and brighter and brighter, filling you with golden solar energy. And with every breath that you inhale, you are reminded of your power, the sun that resides within you. And as you exhale, you allow that solar energy to push out any darkness, anything that no longer resonates, anything that doesn't help you for your best and highest good. We're going to flush it out. We're going to burn it away. And when you exhale, I want you to empty the tank as best you can till there isn't an ounce of breath left inside of you. We don't want any of that stagnant, negative, past energy to hold you back anymore. Breathe in your power. And release the past. And continue focusing on that while I guide you through your meditation. At this moment, You are the oak tree. The roots are emanating from your feet, your legs, your bum, all the roots going down into the earth, down into that which you are connected to, which is Gaia. And those roots dig deeper and they twist and they turn, and they're met with all the other root systems on this planet, whether they be physical or energetic, the roots of animals and other humans, the roots of crystals, the roots of thoughts, the roots of love, all of them mixing and intertwining. Who knows where one root system ends and one begins? They're all a collective. And eventually your roots come to the center of the earth, the heartbeat of your mother, of Gaia, and your roots wrap around her beautiful energy, and you are connected, you are grounded, you are safe. And we breathe in her energy, and that energy shoots up through your roots, nourishing you, feeding you, filling your entire human being, every cell, every organ, everything flooded with that bright, beautiful, healthy, abundant earthen energy. And that energy shoots up through your crown chakra, up into that source energy, that solar energy, the sun, igniting the sun. And as that source energy comes flowing down, it comes flowing through your soul star chakra, your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, all the way down your ground star chakra, down into the earth. You are now a beautiful conduit of spirit and earth, of the finite and the infinite. You are the vessel of duality, filled with light and filled with Terran energy. Allow this energy to fill every piece of your being, from your human self to your energetic self. And you are reminded that with the return of the sun is a reminder of your own strength. The sun that resides right within you. Not just your human form, but your energetic form. In the form of a spinning sun right there in the solar plexus, in the diaphragm. And you know that if you ever feel lost, weak, or less than, that you can place your hand right on that little sun that is inside your body, and you remember that you are infinite and you are powerful beyond measure. And then you place your other hand on your heart, and you know that this is true. Continue to breathe this in. Thank your heart for allowing you to see this truth. And thank your solar plexus for reminding you of your true power. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and start moving your limbs. You can open your eyes when you feel called to. And it looks like I have to switch out my to my external battery. So I'm gonna do my microphone for just a moment. I have to put the external battery because it looks like my meditation always sucks up our juice. Okay, so let me just plug this in real quick. Ta-da! All right. Let's put the microphone over here. Do. And let's see, let's go back here to your comments. Silver Star says, thank you, Tara. I love you to the moon and back. Same to you. Says, Billy said, thanks. This energy hit me hard and freaked me out at the time. Usually with Reiki, we get all kinds of opened up. So sometimes things really do impact us pretty deeply. Silver Star wishing everybody a happy holidays. And Diamond says, registering new info. Okay. And Susie, blessed you all, wishing everyone a happy 2023. Thank you. And Susie, I'd be happy to pull you a card. It says no message for me today. Just wishing a happy 2023 to KWT Tribe. Thank you. She said, thank you for the lovely meditation. Billy said, wow, that was beautiful. Interestingly, the meditation froze the motion, but as soon as it ended, before you plugged other things in, it started up again. Oh, okay. I guess that happens just when my battery goes low, I suppose. Thank you very, very much for the beautiful energy you and everyone here brings to the space. Yes, thank you guys so much. Fox Dragon, wishing everyone a blessed 2023. Same to you guys. Like I said, whatever it is you guys are doing today, I hope you have a lovely one. And you know what? Let me pick you up. Let me pick you guys up and take you guys for a quick little walkie. I don't know how far my internet's going to take you guys, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit around me. I know some of you guys pick up energy, so if you guys want to pick up anything, I guess before you leave here today, I hope you guys had a wonderful time, with our card pulls and our meditation. Never mind the shit pipe back there. There's our little cabin and some of our boxes from our Christmas presents this morning. And there's the high country. That's where we're living right now until we can have our little yurt. And do you guys see the super dirty Jeep? That's my Jeep. That's Ketsadora. I call her Ketsy. And there's some of our solar panels for our well back there. But yeah, not too many neighbors out here. It's mostly just wilderness. So many beautiful animals and spirits. Silver Star says, have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day, darlings. Love you. Same to you. Yano says, blessings. I'd love it if I could get a quick question too. What is the message from my deity, Euterpe? If you want, you could do a super chat or super sticker. I'd be more than happy to pull you a card. And yeah, you guys have an amazing day too. And yeah, Billy, I love it out here. And you know what? I just wanted to, real quick, before we go, hold on. Where's my little paper here? I wanted to say a few thank yous. The next live, I will be here 10 a.m. Sunday of next week. So I try to do it at 10 a.m. Every Sunday. So I'll see you guys then. So if you didn't get to get a pick a card today, or not pick a card, but like a card drawn or a channeling today, then I'll definitely see you next week, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I'm MST, Mountain Standard Time. So I'm here in the mountains. But I wanted to say a few thank yous. So first of all, thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's given thumbs up or commented. I love you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys so very much. So that's why I like hanging out with you guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. So, but I love you guys. So I want to thank some of my patrons. So Surian and Brandy and V and Samara, Kirsten, Kayla, and Jason, Charles, Brian, Grace, Jamie, and Alexandra. Thank you. And my YouTube members. So Susie and Liesel and Heather and Kayla and Jamie. Thank you all so very much. Let's see. Bill said, have you heard that song, The Wren and the King of the Birds? I haven't, but I will look it up. And then Diamond said, just wanted to find out if the pilot is going to contact me. So yeah, like I said, so if anybody just wanted a card pull or anything, just do the super chat or super sticker. I think there's a little, I can't really see it because I'm on my cell phone, but when you're on the computer or the way you guys see it on your cell phones, there's like a little, I think, money sign, and then you just click on it and then you check whether you want to do super chat or super sticker, and then most people just place their question in the super chat or their sticker. So, oh, it's a little dollar sign. Okay. And then that way I could pull cards at the very end. So usually when you see like the little animated things like Susie and Heather did, like it was like a little colored box and it had a little animated person. So that's why I pull a card for them. Billy said, I'll see if I can find it on YouTube and put a link in the comments afterwards. All right, cool. All right, you guys. So I will catch you later. Have a Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. Have a happy holidays, happy Yule, happy solstice. Catch you all later next week, 10 a.m. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.